Hi. I want to take a moment at the beginning of week 4 to say a word about the major assignment this week. Discussion Board 2 on the Synoptic Problem. Now the assignment is in 2 parts. First, you must complete 2 coloring exercises in which you will actually work directly with 2 biblical texts, one from the triple tradition and one from the double tradition. Then in your discussion board thread, you will, and this is very important, reflect on those 2 coloring exercises, choose one of the proposed solutions to the synoptic problem, whether the 2-source hypothesis or the 2-gospel hypothesis, the Augustinian hypothesis, the Ferrer hypothesis, the oral tradition theory, that you think best explains what you found in the coloring exercises. And then you will defend that choice in your discussion board thread in which you cite the evidence from the 2 coloring exercises that you did, which in your judgment support the theory you chose. That is to say, that the coloring exercises and the discussion board thread are intended to be integrated. Or to say it another way, you cannot ignore what you did in the coloring exercises in your thread and satisfy the discussion board requirement. Now, a few words about what not to do on this assignment. First, do not summarize your reading or the PointCast presentation on the synoptic problem. You don't need to do the coloring exercises to do that. Instead, present the evidence from the coloring exercises that supports your chosen view. Secondly, don't allude to evidence you never really present to the reader. Don't just say, for example, the evidence I found in the coloring exercises supports the Augustinian hypothesis. What evidence? You didn't say. Spell it out for the reader. Now, on the other hand, if you should say, coloring exercise from the triple tradition that I did revealed that only 25% of Mark's words were unique to Mark. That means that most of Mark's words appear in Matthew or Luke or both, and perhaps suggests that Mark was a source for Matthew and Luke, at least in this passage. Now, that is evidence. There is even a sample answer to this discussion board on the course page under Course Guide and Assignment Instructions to help you with some models for presenting your evidence to the reader. And so be sure to reflect on what you found in the coloring exercises in your thread this week. You see, it's one thing to dismiss the synoptic problem as much ado about nothing when you've never actually looked at the evidence. It's quite another to look at the evidence and then say, I just don't get it. I don't see a problem here. This exercise is about your looking at the evidence yourself and drawing your own conclusions about the synoptic problem based on what you think the evidence suggests. Now, there is no preferred answer. You can choose whatever theory you think best explains what you found in the coloring exercises. But the one thing you must do to score well on the assignment is to support your answer from what you found in the 2 coloring exercises that you did. Well, I hope this explains what is at stake and how you're to do this week's assignment on the synoptic problem. Till next time, take care. God bless.